students, welcome back to my lectures of class 10th physics. We are studying our chapter eye and the colorful world. So here in this video we will see some terms related with the eye. Okay, first of all let us see how an eye works. यहाँ पर क्या होता है कि if you have any object, then because of this convex lens an inverted image is formed on the retina. अब यहाँ पर क्या होता है कि ये जो इमेज बनी है on the retina, it resides on the retina for 1/16th of a second. मतलब 1/16th of a second it resides there, and because of that we have another topic that is called as the persistence of vision. Now what this persistence of vision is, the continuance of sensation of eye for some time even after the removal of the object is called as persistence of vision. It means the retention of the image on the retina even after removal of the object. अगर ये ऑब्जेक्ट हम यहाँ से हटा भी रहे तो भी क्या होता है, ये जो इमेज है यहाँ पर इट विल रिमेन्स देयर फॉर 1/16th of a second, and you can say the image persists there for this much time, and that is called as the persistence of vision. Now where this persistence of vision is being used, it is used in cinematography. That is whenever we are showing any pictures, you might have heard about the term FPS, that is frames per second. It means how many frames that will be shown in 1 second. So it means that if we are showing a particular image and it remains there for 1/16th of a second, and before that image gets removed from the retina, if another image is being seen by the eye, then it is being assumed that it's a kind of video, but actually there are the certain images. So in that way an eye sees the videos if we are showing it a number of images. So this is called as persistence of vision, which is used in cinematography. The few more terms which are related with the eye are, the first one is the far point. As the name suggests here, the far point, the point which is at the maximum distance. Okay, so the most distant point at which an object can be seen clearly by the eye. सबसे दूर वाला point या सबसे दूर वाला distance जो एक normal eye देख सकती है, that point is called as the far point. It is represented by capital F. Now for a normal human eye, how much this far point will be at? For a normal human eye, this far point is at infinite, means up to infinite a normal human eye can see. So for normal eye the far point is at infinite. Now as we have the far point, we also have a near point. What is the near point? It is the most closest point up to which a normal human eye can see. So the most closest point at which an object can be seen clearly by the eye, that is called as the near point, as it was represented by F for a far point. In the same way for a near point it is represented by N. Okay, now for a normal eye the near point is called as least distance of distinct vision. That's a very important point. That is the least distance, that is the minimum distance of distinct vision, the minimum distance for which you can see the objects distinctly. मतलब सबसे कम दूरी पर रखा हुआ ऑब्जेक्ट जिसको आप अलग से देख सकते हो, that is called as the least distance of distinct vision, and it is represented by small d. And for a normal human eye the value of d is equals to 25 सेंटीमीटर. मतलब कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट अगर नॉर्मल ह्यूमन आई के 25 सेंटीमीटर पे रखा हुआ होता है तो उसको नॉर्मल ह्यूमन आई देख सकती है. उसके पास में ले जाने के बाद यू हैव टू चेंज दी ciliary muscles by which you can see, but normally only up to 25 you can see. Okay, now the next is the range of vision, which relates these two topics. So what is the range of vision? The distance between near and far point is called as the range of vision. Means from the near point to the far point, that is the range, where it have a value of some starting point and the end point, that is called as the range of vision. Now for a normal human eye, what will be the range? The range, that is from the near point, that is 25 centimeter, to the far point, that point is at infinite. So the range will be 25 centimeter to infinite. And if you are talking about the distance, then that distance will be infinite. So these are the three terms: far point, near point, and the range of vision. Now we have another term which is related with the eye and which is very important from exam point of view, that is the power of accommodation. Now what is this power of accommodation? It is the ability of the eye to observe distinctly the objects situated at widely different distances from the eye due to change in focal length of the eye lens by the action of ciliary muscles. मतलब यहाँ पर क्या होता है, जो आई है उसको एक नियर ऑब्जेक्ट भी देखना होता है और एक फार ऑफ जो ऑब्जेक्ट है उसको भी देखना होता है. बट हियर if we have a lens having a single focal length, तो वहां पर अगर एक फोकल लेंथ है तो वहां पर सिर्फ एक पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट को ही वो अच्छे से देख सकता है, जो कि या तो नियर पॉइंट पे रखा हो या फिर फार पॉइंट पे रखा हो। बट हियर इफ वी हैव द एबिलिटी ऑफ अ लेंस टू चेंज इट्स फोकल लेंथ, अगर वो अपना फोकल लेंथ चेंज कर सके, तब वहां पर क्या है, उस लेंस की वजह से हम वहां पर फार ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट्स और नियर ऑब्जेक्ट्स दोनों को देख सकते हैं। एंड दिस हैपेंस इन दी आई। आई में क्या होता है, वी हैव अ लेंस which can change its focal length, और वो जो फोकल लेंथ का चेंज होता है that is with the help of ciliary muscles, वो ciliary muscles जो लेंस को होल्ड करके रखती है उसकी पर्टिकुलर पोजीशन के ऊपर। So the ability of the eye to change its focal length, और फोकल लेंथ किसकी मदद से, with the help of ciliary muscles to see the far off objects and nearby objects, that is called as the power of accommodation। ओके, तो हमने क्या देखा था यहाँ पर कि जब भी सिलियरी मसल्स टेंस होती है, then in that case what happens, the curvature that increases, और जब कर्वेचर बढ़ेगा तो उसके बाद उसकी वजह से क्या होगा वहां पर कि जो रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर है वो क्या हो जाएगा, कम हो जाएगा, बिकॉज वहां पर जो लेंस क्या हो रहा है, इट बिकम्स थिक, जो लेंस है वो मोटा हो जाता है, उसकी वजह से रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर है वो क्या हो जाता है, कम हो जाता है, और वहां पर जो फोकल लेंथ है वो भी क्या हो जाएगी, कम हो जाएगी। एंड इफ द फोकल लेंथ रिड्यूसेस देन पावर increases. In the same way, if the ciliary muscles they are relaxed, in that case the curvature is increased, and if the curvature increases, the radius of curvature increases, focal length increases, but the power decreases. So with the help of ciliary muscles, the focal length of eye lens can be changed, and with the help of that the eye can see either far off objects and nearby objects distinctly at the same moment. Okay, this is what the power of accommodation is, and these are some terms related with the eyes. In the next video we will see the defects of human eye.